All right, what's going on, coach? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you aren't familiar with this yet, I have a playlist on this channel. It has almost 100 different examples at this point of results, case studies, interviews. Like I've been posting a lot of interviews recently with coaches that are in our program. And this is another great example of someone that has really stepped up in terms of their organization with how their business is run. And this is something that is really cool to see. And I want this to really inspire you. All right. So check this out. This coach here, let me pull up the screen. Let me double click into this. So this coach in the month of July, he did $16,000, sorry, 16,487 and 12 cents, even while going to Hawaii for 1 week. Now, I'm going to really give a good breakdown here for this coach. Okay. This coach doesn't have assistant coaches that work for him. He runs his training by himself. He's a sports performance trainer. He goes into a lot of depth here of kind of like what he's doing. But he has switched his model to where he started doing really everything one-on-one in his business, and then he started slowly shifting into like small groups. And I want to just talk about first, what he did in June and July. So $34,000 in this, June, July, summer months. And going out of town for a week, this is something that's very uncommon for coaches in this industry. It's like if you go out of town, you're going to feel like you're unable to make money when you're gone if you're working for yourself. And here's the deal. Because he's a really good communicator with his clients, and because he's really dialed in and systemized with his business, he's able to do stuff like that without worrying about what's going to happen when he gets back home. And that is honestly, that was one of my struggles when I first started my business. It was like I wanted to go on a trip, or I wanted to go out of town, or just even take like a day off. And I had a really hard time doing that because I wasn't really organized and systemized with how I ran my business at the beginning. And then I made a lot of changes, and I started to really implement a lot of stuff that gave myself boundaries away from my business and gave my clients boundaries away from me. So I could go away for a week. Same thing that Jim is talking about in this post. And you know, making the 16 grand, if you break that down, that's like making like $4,000 a week. That's awesome for someone who's self-employed, doing their own thing, no employees. That's great income for coaches that are in the space. That's a very, if I take the whole sports training industry and, you know, I had like a pie chart, that would be like on the high end for most people that are in this industry are not making anywhere near that, right? But the vast majority of people in space never get to go out of town. They never get to take time off. And that's kind of the point of this video, is to show you, yes, you can make great income and you can take time off if you want, but it's going to come down to how organized and how streamlined your business is. And that is what we teach people how to do inside of our program. Like you can see it in here. Like this is just live right now. We have 299 people inside of this Force to Seller program. This is like the 12th different version of my program. I've had a lot of other pieces of software that we've used to manage communities, membership websites. So like, close to 300 people. By the next time I shoot one of these videos, there's gonna be more than 300 people. So if you're watching this and you're like really wanting to grow your business, you want to systemize things, you want to not only grow your income, but be able to have more free time outside of what you do in your business, join our program. Just go below this video, click on the first link that you see, go watch the video, get on a call with me. And if it's a good fit, you can join on the call. If it's not a good fit, I'll tell you. All right. I'm not the type of person that's just going to try to accept every single coach that reaches out. I have only one intent, is to help you get results, period. All right. So if you're watching this, want to learn more, go below, click on the link, and I'll see you on that video.